We're back.
Right. Hi, I'm Jenson Titus.
I'm Nick Titus. Wait, can you imagine?
No,
Wait,
I don't want to.
What if Titus isn't even your last name?
This is art to me.
And thank you. And this is Jenson to me.
And this is a podcast where we talk about what was art to us this week.
Yeah, we feel qualified to talk about that because we're
gay.
Yes.
And gay people should be allowed to talk about whatever they want to.
And we make our money doing art in different ways.
I'm going to start doing that this podcast episode since I'm glad I had to clarify what the medium was. But I'm going to start beeping myself out.
Please,
yeah,
yes.
I'm going to say what the is going on in this country.
Did you
right
notice
now.
that I did it the other episode and it was really fun?
Yeah, it was so fun. I had to get on try it. I'm going to be so nice to you this episode.
No, you're not. But also I was noticing watching back the other episodes that I'm responding. I'm like, you're being mean to me. And somehow I'm still, maybe I have too much of a critical eye, but I'm watching it being like, I'm being a
Yeah, you
by
were.
saying that you're being mean to me.
Yeah, you were being pretty. Yeah. I was hoping that you would come to that watching it.
Did you really feel that way?
Yeah, I did.
Do you think you did anything in the edit to make me more
Nope. I did. Not even a little bit.
Okay. Is there anything specific you want to talk about?
You were saying Titus isn't my last name.
No, I mean about the past couple episodes and my behavior.
I think that and this is why I like this podcast so much, is that we have a very specific relationship and a lot of history together.
Totally. And I want you to know that the way I behaved is informed by years of history. And it's not like I don't talk to other people so much that way that I would talk to you.
And that was sort of my main issue.
Is that you want me to talk to you the way I would talk to someone I just met.
Or like, yeah, I guess. You're only nice to people you just meet, and then when they get to know you, you're like that?
No, I just mean like I'm trying to give a foil to the way that I do talk to you, which is someone that I've known for 4 or 5 years, maybe now?
5.
Nope. And who we've, like, you know, there have been trials, there have been tribulations, there have been obstacles, there's been challenges.
There have been rewards.
But I guess that's so much what we're talking about.
So Titus is my middle name.
And my last name.
So yeah,
my last name actually is Shepherd. If you're like, I want to look up the guy who's being a bitch on this.
What's that bitch's name from that podcast?
Yeah, I want to just clear some things up. I'm Sweetie Pie. Often, and I love a lot of the people in my life. And my
if you're
mom
just meeting
rocking,
Nick, he is so sweet and so kind.
And my boyfriend Errol's rocking, and I have people in my life that are Sweetie Pies, and I want them to know I think they're Sweetie Pies. And you, I have fun with.
Yeah, I don't have to be a Sweetie Pie. Because what do Sweetie Pies do? They get eaten. Sweetie Pies get eaten by this world.
That's not... Wait.
So Johnson, I'm a sour pie. What?
Getting eaten sometimes is not so bad.
Yeah? Unless it's by a shark. Actually, let's start there. Okay. I want to... Guys, if I hear a collective oh no's or something, I have a gun. Can we get a gun count going on the how many times
did we mention it another times?
Yeah, we did. We talked about we were on a date and I said I have a gun. We were pretending we were on a date.
I was like, we were on a date?
Hold my hand.
Cold my hand.
No, I want to start by apologizing to sharks because here's the thing is I was right that we are having a lot more shark attacks lately.
Okay.
But because
and this is maybe what I was saying.
Yeah, because
we're in their house.
There are well, yes, and
also, yes.
There are rising water temperatures in the ocean.
Water rising.
In case that you didn't hear about this. And
water
so what
moon.
it's doing is that
And water sun.
You're doing the thing I was doing, and now I want to kill you.
We could switch places, and then these couple episodes, I look kind of charming, and
I'm going to be
like bitch.
You're being asshole to me. You're French in my mind.
If that was my voice, though, how charming.
I know. I imagine you as French.
No, I'll do it.
Do it.
Hey boys.
Try for real. Order something.
I would like the cheeseburger.
Man, I don't feel like you're really trying.
No, I am. French fries. Barbecue sauce.
Ooh.
That one was amazing. My voice, in my culture, we use every part of the voice.
The white culture?
It's more specific.
French.
French.
Wait, hold on. I do have to apologize to sharks. What I have to say is that orcas, because the water's getting warmer, are pushing them closer and closer to the coastline because the orcas can now be in just closer to.
So are they like we would have
out of their habitat? Basically.
Are they like we were acting up before? You're seeing it.
There are just more sharks, and because of overfishing, there's less fish in the ocean, and so their food supplies have gone down. So they're getting pushed closer to the shores, and they're hungry. They're way hungrier.
And
that's what's happening.
Think about how you are when you get hungry.
I know.
I get irritable for sure.
I tear people to pieces in the ocean at Will Rogers.
Is there has there been a shark attack at Will Rogers Beach?
Never. I don't know.
Not never.
Not never.
Not never. Not when it's being never.
Not never.
Not me never getting attacked by a shark.
I Will Rogers.
I Will Rogers. I Will Rogers. Not me being never attacked by a shark.
Gotcha.
Why do you want to hold my hand so bad?
Because
especially given my behavior.
Episode 2, I just want to reconnect.
Episode 2,
and it can be platonic. Okay, all of that to say, I really came for the sharks, but it's actually the fault of the humans. And
I really came for kind of a number of people and concepts, and I just think new leaf.
Okay, so do you want to start with an art to me?
I've been starting a lot.
Oh, cool.
I want to give you the room.
I will start with an art to me. So let's see. Something that has been an art to me this week. I'm like, what is exciting? What is fun? What is interesting?
Probably everything you wrote.
Look at you earning points back.
You have a gun count, and I have mine is just points.
Yeah. All right, cool. Let's do that, because one of my art to me's is using credit card points. It is one of the hardest things that you could possibly do, because there is a very specific and correct way to get the most out of your credit card points.
Okay.
And it requires so
Costume
much
changes.
Yeah, of course. It requires illusionist.
Report cards. Yeah.
It requires what was it? Producing
Scavenger
the
hunts.
ephemera.
Yes. You have to do geocaching a little bit to get some of your points.
Yeah. What those they're like those little walkie-talkie looking things that what did I say just now?
There's those little walkie-talkie looking sort of things.
Yes, and that's the geocaching, right? Where you go and you do something.
I'm imagining Tamagotchi, and I know that's wrong.
Yeah. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, credit card points.
Yes, you have to jump through hoops.
I've been watching a lot of TikToks. I've been reading a lot of Reddit threads, and there are what everyone's trying to get is this first class trip to Japan. And
everyone's trying to get the same first class trip to Japan.
Yeah, it's through ANA, which is I do want to hear what you would say that stands for.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna be this episode.
That's good. No, I like that.
Tell us, Nick, what you think that stands for. Go ahead.
Well, often it's sort of a shortening of the word anorexia.
Fuck. I'll be cutting that out. I'll do ADR. It stands for Animals Never Attitude.
It stands for Anastasia. No, where's Anastasia? And that's when the Princess of Russia got missing.
Yeah. Missing.
Well, when the acrostic goes downward and it's Anastasia, the N stands for no, where's, and then the A stands for Anastasia.
Arnold Noob Ant.
Arnold Noob Ant?
Yeah, stop. So everyone's trying to get this seat on this plane.
There's one seat on one flight to Japan in the first class.
That's how they make it seem.
And they're like, if you want it,
you gotta be searching every day, kind of people know when they drop their new seats, that's a year out, right? So let's say you're looking today.
Our seats are dropping.
You got to be looking for August 3rd, 2025, and then you got to jump on it. And you got to transfer your points, and then you got to call Virgin Atlantic, and you got to and then you have to on the phone transfer the points, because otherwise you can't do it online. But if you transfer them before, there's a chance that there's all these little caveats.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to use them the best, but it actually takes more. I think I've put in honestly.
Okay.
I have put in at least a 40-hour work week.
No. But there are two types of people that are on fabulous vacations.
What are
there are types of people that are always on fabulous vacations because they just have finance jobs.
Yes.
Then there are people that are always on vacations because they're I love playing the game on my phone, which is that I get all my credit card points and use them the exact right way.
But how are they getting all their credit card points? They also have to be spending a bunch of money.
Some of those people are in finance.
If you want to be on rich, fabulous vacations, you have to be in finance.
Yeah.
All right.
I met one person in finance at San Francisco Pride. a year ago.
Where is that?
He is on vacation more often than not. They moved it to San Francisco this year.
Oh, okay, good. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Wait, do you have anything to say about, have you ever interacted with credit card points?
It's beyond me. Now, I remember when we moved to LA, I opened a credit card and because I was like, we're about to spend a lot of money on furniture.
Yeah.
I spent like a couple $1,000s on furniture using my brand new credit card and immediately got like a lot of money back.
Oh, you got a cash back credit card.
Yeah.
Different.
Okay, that's all I've done. You're talking about a point system where the rewards are like, it's kind of arcade vibes. It's like very Dave and Buster's. Like you're getting tickets that you can redeem.
Basically.
For prizes.
Yes, and like there's all they give you like, there are all these benefits where oh my God, it's so much. It's all coming up right now.
Take your time.
You get a sign-up bonus with your points, right? You have to spend a certain amount of money within 3 to 6 months, and you get like 80,000 points or something.
How many points is a ticket to Japan?
If it's like 150,000 round trip.
ANA?
Yeah.
Is that like American Bank of America?
I think it's all Nippon Airlines actually, and it's a Japanese airline, I believe.
Wait, I thought this was your credit card.
Yeah, but what you do is you
got an
transfer
airline
your
credit
points. See, here's what I'm saying. It's an art because you're transferring your points to certain partners, and that also costs money, I just learned. And so, but not that much.
It's sounding to me like a science.
It could potentially be.
Talk to me about what artistic flair.
Now that I'm saying
it's
more
really
about
giving
it.
Science.
It's a science, but also we're learning science can be art.
Yeah.
But I do think that this might be more so just a science. I guess it's the art of patience.
Okay.
Is maybe the only thing that is included in that, but it very much is a science. I'm getting no, we don't think it is. CG is thinking that there's an art to it.
Oren, what do you think? Science.
Oren's thinking there's science.
I think actually it being split in the middle is artistic.
Wow.
Like it being like, we can't tell if it's an art or science, just that in itself.
So do you feel, I felt the room turn on Oren. And
no, because I feel so alone.
I want the camera also. I really wish they could see you guys. CG and Oren are the best, by the way. If you guys don't know, CG
That's
Farmer.
I don't know. I just made up sounds. I was just like, what?
I keep saying that, and they go,
what are non-binary sounds?
Nice. What are non-binary sounds?
I just want to put syllables. Wait, we have to cut a part that's coming up because I want to talk about Phantasmus and that.
Well, then let's not talk about what we have to cut.
Okay. Let's not talk about what you don't want out.
We'll talk about it on break.
That's from Housewives.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about what you don't want out.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we just breezed over it, and you weren't like, "How my God, Housewives! How my God, Housewives!"
How my God, Housewives!
Period.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay,
Can I say one more?
Yeah.
I was in. We went to McDonald's last night.
Who are we?
My boyfriend and I.
Jenson.
Who are we? Who are we together? My boyfriend and I.
Who are we? My boyfriend and I.
And we were in the McDonald's drive-through line, and they have, advertisements as you're going. They're like,
what time is it?
Try this. It's like midnight. And what?
What were you guys? Were you out specifically for McDonald's?
Yes. Ryan said I want a crispy chicken sandwich.
At what time did he say that?
11:30ish. And then
he pulled on your sleeve, and he said, "I want a crispy chicken sandwich."
Yes.
And you said, "It's 11:30. Let's go."
I said, "Don't touch me."
How long
while you're in the basement hole?
Yes, and how long does it take to get to McDonald's?
It's right down the road. Why is that important?
I'm just imagining. I'm putting myself in your shoes.
It's a 7-minute
and imagine
drive.
going to McDonald's, and I want to know every piece of it because it sounds awesome.
Here's my favorite part, though. So they'll like advertise new products or whatever. One of them was, it just said it had 2 chicken sandwiches, and one was like deluxe and one was spicy, and it just said. It said, "Pick your juicy, tender McCrispy." And I couldn't help.
Me taking my pants off.
That's what I was like.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I turned around and I said, oh, "Did you see her? I swear to God, I just saw her pick her juicy, tender McCrispy, and then she smelled her fingers."
No.
Yes, and it was making me laugh so hard about picking your juicy,
Were you
tender
getting a good
McCrispy.
reaction from the room? Was Ryan really thrilled by that?
I was dying, laughing,
yeah.
tearing up, and he said, "You're so cute."
That's sweet.
So it's a sweet reaction
really
watching
sweet.
someone. When someone is enjoying themselves and you're not finding it funny and the reaction is you're so cute, you know this person loves you dearly.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I've been in situations where I'm like,
please stop. Totally.
I keep realizing too, I do a thing where I do physical bits or something, or I do like mime something.
I don't know that it was such a
But
I
did it when Hannah tries her food, and I did a whole thing. And
Oh,
I was like,
yeah.
there are people that are going to be listening to this. So if I ever do that, will you jump on and
I'm not gonna realize.
and narrate?
I could try.
I'll say, Nick, narrate what I'm doing.
Okay, and I'll be like, Jensen's got his fist up his ass.
Jensen's got his fist up his juicy tender McCrispy.
Jensen's picking his juicy tender McCrispy and
See?
smelling
That's
his fingers.
funny.
I would have laughed at that.
Thank you.
And I would have said, you're not cute. I said, I see what you're doing and I don't think it's cute.
That was the other art to me. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I have so many actually not having worries. I keep...
Who?
Me.
You don't have any worries.
No, an art to me is actually not having worries.
So I feel like art has to exist, right? Art has to actually exist.
No, I'm not saying this is something I do with flair. I'm saying it's something I've done. It's something I've seen done that is a beautiful art, and I'm talking about it in reference to whether or not to me.
You think that somebody actually doesn't have any worries?
People say no worries, and sometimes they mean it. When I say no worries, I keep finding that I don't mean that.
You're talking about just around a specific thing, but not overall having no worries.
Yeah, I'm sorry. My art to me this week is saying no worries and actually having no worries.
Oh, okay.
I've found myself in situations where I'm like, no worries, not a problem, super easy, and that's not how I feel.
What do you say when there are actually no worries?
I'm sleeping.
That's just what it is. You're actually physically asleep.
I'm fast asleep.
Yeah.
And if I'm up, there are worries. I keep having requests. So I went to Errol's restaurant, my boyfriend. I love that guy. And he thinks I'm so cute too. I went to his restaurant the other day while he was working, and I went up to the host and I was like, I might have dinner, or like if you guys are super busy, maybe I'll just have a drink. I'm starving. And I go up to the host and I'm like, if you need to put me in the wine garden and I can't get food, like whatever works, no worries. And she's like, oh, thank God. Yeah, I'm putting in the wine garden. And I'm like, I actually am having worries because I'm so hungry. And then Errol comes over and he's like, why don't you sit down to eat? And I was like, I think it might be too busy. If you want to talk to someone and see if they can get me food, that's cool. But also, if it's busy, like no worries. And he went over to the host and came back and was like, yeah, actually, it's kind of busy. And I was like, it's not a problem at all. And then I drove home fuming because I was so hungry.
Nick, we talked about this. We talked about being direct.
I know.
You gotta, but you gotta be like, why didn't you go somewhere else?
I did.
Yeah, okay.
Eventually.
Okay. But you put
should
yourself
have done,
through, yeah.
But what I should have done and what wouldn't have been so bad to do, I think because of my years in the service industry, I'm terrified to do this. But what I ought to have done was walk up to the hostess and say, I'm here to have dinner.
Yeah. And it's like, can we do that?
She's an adult at her job who can say like, oh, we don't have any room. And it may put her in a position where she's like, I guess I'm going to make room for Errol's boyfriend. But maybe I could just accept that perk as Errol's boyfriend because that's what I wanted. Yeah. And she would find out how to get me seated and get me a lamb ragu.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds amazing.
I know. I got home from a long day of you and I painting. And I was like, you know what would be heaven? Having a lamb ragu. My boyfriend brings me wine. I wink at him while he's working. And then I go home.
Can I join you one night for that?
Winking at my boyfriend?
And having and share and splitting a lamb ragu.
You're shouting to this like nice restaurant. I think she's got her fingers in her crispy tender. Or what were you saying?
Or what were you saying? You remember.
Or
she's
what was
picking
your bit?
her juicy tender McCrispy.
And I saw every bit of it. I smelled her fingers.
No, don't look now, but that lady under the table is picking her juicy tender McCrispy. And we got a loud demand. Oren said, let's take a break. So we're going to take a break, and we're going to hear from our sponsor.
Bring it to the sponsor.
McCrispy. We left off with Nick doing the art of saying no worries and meaning it. What's up?
I thought I just deleted my whole note, but I didn't.
Good. I'm glad
and it has
you did.
A lot of things on it.
I know. You said that you really have been doing a lot.
Should
okay.
I do another one since you did too?
Sure. Yeah, do another one.
Okay.
See if I care. I'm being this episode.
I'm being glib and wicked. I'm glib and wicked. We kept running up to each other while we were painting a mural the other day and going, Jenson, I'm glib and wicked. As if we had just gotten cast in the role of glib and wicked.
We were saying that there's a song, The Wizard and I and glib. And you miss it the first time you see it.
So that's all. And then another art to me. Okay, an art to me that I have is the name Marishka Hargitay.
Whoa.
Marishka Hargitay.
Yeah, that is...
What a beautiful combination of sounds.
That to me is lamb ragu in the mouth. Do you know what I mean?
Marishka Hargitay, lamb ragu in the mouth.
Marishka Hargitay. Oh, it just makes me want to bite into a pomegranate.
Of course she's famous. I mean, I think she's also Nepo baby, but she's, long since earned her stripes.
Sorry, I was like Nepalese? No. But what's her ethnicity? Is she...
None of my business.
Oh, I've never heard of that. Oren, you're allowed to laugh. I almost said
Nobody
sweetie.
Feel any pressure to laugh, sweetie.
You're allowed to laugh, sweetie. Can you imagine?
Do your be Marishka Hargitay asking.
That's the girl from Law and Order. All right. You're allowed to laugh, sweetie.
Wait, that's really good.
Thank you.
Because when I did French, it was bad. Well, now I'm doing French again.
Do you want to hear my French?
Yeah.
I don't want to do it.
Okay.
All right.
It's way too cold in here.
It's way too cold.
Come on. My
really
panties are tight.
I'm trying to remember what
it's good.
But I do like a really annoying version. Gru is like, hello, girls.
You should be the next Gru. I'm Gru and Wicked.
I should be the next Steve Carell.
America's Next Top Search for the Next Gru.
America's Search for the Next Gru.
America's Next Top Search for the Next Gru.
Traders Edition.
Traders. I'm trying to get my mom to watch Traders. She had foot surgery.
Right.
Stronger than ever.
Yeah.
And she is looking for things to
watch.
And
then I asked you, I said, what was the foot surgery about? And you said, that's none of my business.
I don't like to get into it.
Yeah, the feet.
I don't
get into my mom and her McCrispy. The thing is that you thought McCrispy meant vagina, and it actually meant foot.
Vagina.
Oh, remember?
Plastique Tiara kept saying vagina.
On Sirius?
On Sirius.
So we were talking about
a
doctor who does vaginal rejuvenation.
Named Dr. Reginald Rejuvenation.
Lost his cap over it.
Oh, it's funny. If I had a cap, it would have flew.
Yeah.
Did you just say wig? Have you seen that video?
No.
Katy Perry is on American Idol. Some gay guy performs and she says something and goes wig. And she goes, did you just say wig?
Oh, my God.
And it is wild.
Okay.
All right. I have more, but I want to hear one of yours.
Sure.
Wait, anything else to say about the name Marishka Hargitay?
I mean...
God, it's gorgeous.
I feel like, you have a name that...
If that was my name, I'd be... none of you would know me.
I think it's also a name that's hard for people to say. You know what I mean? Which gives you a lot of power in a room and someone's trying to pronounce your name.
But once you figure out how to say it, you're like, I win.
But I'm talking about for her, right? There's probably a point in her life when she...
I don't know.
say
my own name.
I'm wondering if... I can't say my own name. Where she
True
at
life,
first was
I can't
like,
say my own name.
Oh, man. And like, people don't know how to say my name. People don't know how to pronounce my name. And it makes you feel small. And then when you really come into yourself, you're like...
Again, I think she's the daughter of famous people, so she may not have had a situation
you
where
can
she
laugh, sweetie. How was it? Everyone gasped.
It's really sinister when you say that. Are you going to see Longlegs?
Yes, I'm so excited to see Longlegs. Okay, can we? This
is going to come out so far after Longlegs comes out. Like
we don't know that. I was going to say an art to me that I'm going to throw in right now.
Yeah, we're ready for it.
Is Nicolas Cage's career.
Sure.
Really profound.
Okay.
I remember when I was younger, I actually did not like him. Because when I would watch him, I was like, you're so hard to watch. Like, there's something about you. It's like, it was almost like he was ahead of his time a little bit with like being so
the Charlie XCX of being an actor.
And did people say Charlie XCX is ahead of her time?
People say she was.
Oh, she was.
And now time has caught up to her.
Okay.
And that's what's going on.
I feel that way with Nicolas Cage because the movies he's been doing, the fucking truffle hunter pig one.
The fucking pig.
And like watching him in like seeing him that he's in this role in Loglegs, and I'm like,
I forget Loglegs.
I was hoping you didn't hear it.
I loved it. I'm so glad I did.
But you know what I mean? He's really like come a long way, and he's so
a log way.
I love. He's in it for the log haul. You know, like
I'm glad you evaluated that.
Thank you.
Get your fingers out of my crispy chicken surprise.
McCrispy. Get your fingers out of my juicy tender McCrispy.
Juicy tender McCrispy.
Hey boy, get your fingers out of my juicy tender McCrispy.
Marishka Hargitay's juicy tender McCrispy.
Don't yawn.
Lamb ragu in the mouth.
If you yawn during that, then you have an issue with women.
Lamb ragu in the mouth.
All right, so
you're excited about his career.
I
remember seeing The Wicker Man.
Yes.
Period.
All right. I haven't seen it.
No need.
All right, cool.
No problem.
So now I'll can I do a real one, or do you want to take one now?
Oh, no, do a real one. I can't wait for our mine.
Let me see. You can't wait for one of yours?
Always.
Do one.
No,
okay.
Are you sure?
I have.
Yeah, you do yours.
Okay.
And then I'll do mine.
Another art to me that I've been thinking a lot about, and I'm just going to bring it up this week, but I've been thinking about it for a long time, is balancing bits versus being sincere in a social setting.
I was thinking about on the drive here, knowing when a bit is time for it to end.
Yeah.
That's hard on me.
Yeah.
I watch myself and experience myself doing 2 more callbacks than I probably need to.
Yeah, I feel that. But what do you feel about like the
being earnest in
balancing
general
of the bits versus the earnesty?
Errol just recently was like, sometimes when you're with your friends, I get stressed out because of how much you guys keep kind of playing little games with each other, and I'm tired.
A lot of comedians do this, like especially the clowns, and we get so caught up in a bit storm.
Yeah,
and it's hard for like
it's a
their
negative
friends
quality
that aren't in the I mean, we're like, it's like a thing where you're causing harm even though you're just having fun or whatever.
Well, I also think, Jenson, I don't know that it's such a binary, and I think it's actually a spectrum between earnestness and doing a bit. And I think sometimes I'll see you bit, realize and go, what's your relationship with your mom like?
I do that. I do. I go, I feel like I don't know. I feel like I'm watching a cartoon of you. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I want to, okay, wait, hold on. Let's get real. Because I start to panic a little bit whenever there's too many bits.
You do?
Because I think
you're a cool guy, and I have positive things to say about you. You're high up in the perpetrators of the too many bits.
I don't think so. I think I think a lot of people get excited to play with me, and I am okay with that. But I also, those people that I play a lot with, we have very, very intense conversations, and we know each other really well. I don't go off on bit trains in public and in social circles with people that I don't know very well.
Okay.
But if I know you well, I will go off on a bit train with you.
I would say that might be more dangerous.
Why?
You go to a party and everyone's like, who is that guy that was only screaming with his friend in the corner the whole time?
That's on you because you're not present enough with the people you're around because you're noticing me.
No, I'm saying people are coming to me saying, that's Jenson?
People are saying that?
People are saying, that's Jenson? I thought he was much bigger.
He brought 2 fistfuls of lamb ragu to this party.
Jenson's
and called
the
himself
guy that
lamb hands.
Had lamb ragu in the mouth?
He put lamb ragu in his juicy tender McCrispy and then did a whole bit about it.
And that's all they talked about. I will say I love getting caught up and doing bit for a long time loud. It's fabulous. But balance is important.
I love that. And I do find myself like navigating, like, especially at a party or something, of like popping in, doing a bit, seeing where someone like wants, if they want to do a bit, or just being like, what's up? Like, do you need like, do you need a drink? Or, you know, like, I don't know, like just really trying to read each interaction and then not staying.
You pride yourself on that being a skill of yours.
In bit too long. I don't think I stay in bit too long if I'm realizing that
if you're
people
amongst
around
the
me,
group.
Yeah, but if I'm just with somebody and
if you're anywhere with Chelsea, that is not happening.
I thought about that and I said, I will say that is my Achilles heel. Chelsea Morgan.
That's who I'm saying. Yeah. I love you guys both with my whole heart.
I know.
I've been to multiple parties with you where people afterwards were like, what was going on with them?
That is amazing. I honestly am so happy that is happening because we do get.
They were like, they came in, didn't talk to anyone else, and were screaming the whole night.
I'm sorry for everyone that we did this to. It's true. I was thinking about that one time we went to dinner with Nori, and Nori was so mad at us because we couldn't stop playing with each other.
I actually think playing is fun, but I think some situations you have to like open up.
Here's what
and meet a third person where they are a little bit.
No, we do, but I'm not even joking.
When?
I'm not even joking. Chelsea and I go to a different dimension.
Yeah.
We go to a different, and that's like, I'm not saying that it's all positive, but that is like one of the only people that I do this with. It
probably has to be so fun. And I think in many occasions it probably is awesome and you guys are loving it.
Yeah.
And there are probably 100 places where it rocks and is only good. And then there's some locations where it's like, remember that there's like someone you just met standing next to you who's scared.
Do you imagine Chelsea and I doing bits and someone saying next to us shaking?
There is almost always like some like girl who's in marketing who you just met, who's standing there, and it's as if she's not there and she's scared. And
well,
she's
that's
like,
not my fault that she chose a terrible career, sweetie. You know what I do? I turned Chelsea and I are doing a bit, and I turned to her and I go, "You're allowed to laugh, sweetie."
That is funny to me. She gets health benefits, so sure, her career's all right.
Huh?
Sure, career's all right.
Sure, career.
Sure, career's all right. But I will say double-edged sword because it's so fabulous and fun to play. And there's plenty of times when I hang out with you and Chelsea, I have fun time with the three of us.
I will say also, the older I've been getting, the less I want to go into doing bits more.
I know that people
often.
Listening maybe don't know who Chelsea is. Chelsea Morgan is one of the funniest people in the world.
She's so funny.
Yeah.
She's like such an impeccable improviser, but she improvises in a way that's very specific to her. It's like a never ending.
Really, really funny
enjoyable.
comedian. Yeah.
And that's why I can't.
And beautiful person.
That's why when I take even a small hit of Chelsea, I'm gone. I'm blasted.
Okay, it's my turn again.
All right, get in there with your art to me, girl.
Okay. Communicating what you want to your hairdresser.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It is. I have to do it in an artistic way, and I think most of us do because we don't know the words to say for it. I found a hairdresser who I walk in and I'm like, you get it, and she's like, yep, and then she does it. I also think haircuts for men somehow are always, if you just got a haircut and you walk into the room and I notice you just got a haircut, something in my brain is like the 50s. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
It doesn't matter what haircut you got. If you're getting a men's haircut, you're like leaving the salon and I'm seeing that you got a haircut and I'm going, well, it's invoking the 50s. Unless it's invoking the 70s.
Okay.
Which is so rare. But get a fresh haircut is very 50s.
I agree because it has to do with the fade. And a lot of people are getting fades now. So you don't even know, right? Because you're going in and you're saying you get it. So you don't even use the word fade.
Am I getting a fade?
Let me see your side.
I haven't. It's been a long time.
All right, never mind. Yeah, I go in and I say I want a 3.
So you have language for this.
And then I want a 1.5, and I want it to fade down.
What do you say? 3 up top, 1.5. I want it to fade down.
Yeah, 1.5 at the lowest, or like 1. I'll probably go down to 1.
So you have a recipe.
Yeah, but it's because I have shaved my own head before, and you have clipper sizes, and so that tells you the length that your hair. I
don't have a haircut recipe. Sometimes I'll show photos.
I shaved my head now.
I know, but before that. You have had so many crises where when we were together where you would get haircut and come back and every time you would be like, that idiot.
I would say no worries.
But then you'd get home and you'd be like, I'm so angry about that idiot that cut my hair.
Let me get into the enemy of the week. Let's after we come back.
Oren is motioning to do a little spin.
Yeah, I have to do a pirouette and then I'll get right into it. Thank you guys so much for staying tuned.
Later.
And we're back.
Hi, I'm Nick.
We're back, and I'm going to do my enemy of the week.
Oh, yeah.
That sound good?
I didn't expect that at all.
Okay, so my enemy of the week this week is my phone.
Yeah.
Get
that
Jenson. Thing away from me.
Yes, I agree.
I cannot stand it. I don't want to be around it. It makes me feel bad. It's stupid, and it's ugly, and it makes me feel bad.
Yeah.
And that's that. I don't want to be on you. And now everything's on you. And I am addicted. And I go on TikTok for way too long. And then I go, what am I doing? And then I have nightmares about what I saw on TikTok because I keep watching TikToks that are scary. And that's on me a little bit. But also, I am a victim to a system. I hate it.
My take on this is you're totally right, but I have something crazy to tell you.
What?
My friend of the week is my phone.
Really?
My TikTok is all makeup tutorials, and I'm learning so much.
Do you not get sick? I get sick.
Yeah, of course.
I get sick. I get nauseous.
I'm getting
hurts.
sick like when you have like too much sour candy.
Yeah, that's not good for you to do, and it will kill
but
you.
Sometimes I'm like, it's bedtime, and I'm like, I'm gonna learn how to do the perfect double cut crease right before I fall asleep.
See, I watch my projector. So I've heard something about. I think they say that like a backlit screen is worse for your eyes.
Totally.
But a projector is actually a lot easier on your eyes because it's front lit, and you're not getting light coming like into your like iris. You know what I mean? Like.
I got Poshmark recently on my phone.
Posh? Oh, I remember that.
I've been buying cool stuff that I wanted for so long and been like, I don't want to pay so much for it.
Yeah.
And now I'm getting that stuff for a price I can justify.
I understand. I'm like, maybe I do all that on my laptop. There's something specific about my phone. Because you know what? I've been watching a lot of gardening videos.
Yeah.
And so I want to watch that before I go to bed. I got to put it on the projector. I got to put it on my computer. Because there's something about doing this.
Yeah.
What am I doing? Will you narrate?
Jenson is holding up his phone really close to his eyes and like making a double chin because he's leaning really far back with his face.
There's something about this being so in my face.
Now Jenson is doing this thing where he flips his eyelids inside out. It's really scary.
Wait, hold on. These are the Apple Vision Pros. You know what I'm saying?
Jenson is pretending his phone is an Apple Vision Pro.
This is good. I like that you're doing that.
Okay.
But I hate my phone.
And I love mine.
You know it's killing you.
Yeah. Well,
you know
I had TikTok off my phone for a few days, which was very good.
Yeah.
And felt awesome.
Yes.
And then when I got it back, that also felt awesome.
Yeah.
And I
got a flip phone at one point. Sorry, I cut you off.
No, it's okay. Well, the thing that makes my phone feel good is that I'm balancing it with another friend of the week, which is my little projects. Which is, Did I already do this one?
What?
Making my friend of the week, me having little projects in my house.
No, but we did talk a little bit about habit or what are they called? What are they called when you have like a hobby? Hobby not becoming, and I think a job. You know what I mean? And so maybe you thought that we were talking about that. Ow.
I'm strong. So I just held Jenson's finger really strong.
Squeezed the life out of my McCrispy.
And
what does it smell like?
I got a serger. Did I talk about my serger last podcast? No, because I bought it right after I got well from being sick.
What's a serger?
It's an overlock machine.
Ow.
It's like a sewing machine, but it's for the edges of fabric so they don't unravel. If you see the little loop-de-loop stitch underneath your T-shirt, that's what a serger does.
Oh, that.
And I've been making little outfits
that's so
that
cool.
I could run through the washing machine.
That is so... I thought you were going to say that I could run through the woods in. I've been making little outfits that I can run through the woods in.
And that balance with my phone feels good. Nature, nurture. I smile big at the moon.
That's so cool.
So my friends are, in order, my phone, little projects, and my new serger that I bought.
Wow. And I keep hearing surgery. My new surgery I bought.
Jenson, describe what I'm doing.
Nick's big, juicy McCrispies are bouncing around.
My Jugos Naturales.
Do you know what that means?
The fresh juices? Fruit
Natural
juice?
juices.
My Jugos Naturales.
Will you talk to me about if you had to get one cosmetic surgery, what would you get?
I have to get it, and it can be anything.
Yeah.
And filler doesn't count as a cosmetic surgery?
I guess it can if you want it to.
Because, I mean, that one's
Where
so low
would you
stakes
get it?
because then you could just get dissolved.
Where would you get it, though?
I would maybe have a doctor do really good, like, subtle jaw filler, maybe?
Yeah. Okay. Jaw filler?
It just feels so low stakes. If it's and you go in being like, literally don't go crazy.
Yeah.
You have a friend I have a friend who's gotten like really well done jaw filler.
Yeah.
And I could just be like, tell me more about it.
Yeah.
And I go to that doctor and I say, let's make some magic happen. And in the end, if I don't like it, put whatever that acid or whatever they put in after that dissolves it.
Wow. Okay.
Right?
I guess.
What
yeah,
are you
not?
thinking for you?
If there is a safe surgery, because I've heard it's kind of like sometimes
breast
it's not
reduction.
a good idea, but if they could do anything about like the under eye stuff, every time
I don't think the science is in a place where I can comfortably say that you should do it.
Well, I know,
Yeah.
but I'm like, if I could do one thing and it was going to work, But you want something that is right now that I would have to choose?
Tear trough filler is like really, the migration rates are so high. It like moving around and you being able to see the little balls or whatever of it.
That's so horrifying.
It is happening to people, so it's not worth it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do you know?
I was getting TikToks about specifically that for a while.
I would get like a little bit of lip filler. I would be so fun to have big, juicy lips.
So not a little bit of lip filler.
Like
a lot.
My lips are not like thin. I feel like if I got a little bit of filler, my lips would plump up and look pretty big because I don't have like. I feel like I have pretty full lips. No, I don't. Do I not?
Yeah, you have
okay, I'm
lips.
getting yes. Oh my god, I almost had a full fucking spiral.
You have an
now.
exact amount of lips where I'm not thinking they're big or small.
Oh, I see. Okay, and maybe.
So now you want a little lip filler.
Now I want lip filler because I want people to think I have big lips.
The other thing with that, though, is that I keep everyone it's migrating on. I'm not seeing anyone get lip filler and it stay in their lips.
Well, you know what I have to say is build the wall around my lips.
Build the wall around my project's
so
2027.
Nothing is migrating.
Above the lips. That's why people like turn to the side and it's like the duckbill vibe is, or you can just see that the above the lip line.
Is it giving them like a cleft
big.
look?
You ever see like pictures of Kylie Jenner that she hasn't edited herself? You can totally see it.
Oh my god! I went to lunch with
Kylie Jenner
and Sam and Vinny yesterday.
Yes,
and was telling me about this couple that he met, where this woman.
Why wasn't I invited to that?
It was so impromptu. We were working on it.
Even more so.
Are you gonna make a big fuss out of it? And if so, that's gonna be really entertaining. So go ahead.
I was just gonna text them right now and be like, "Don't ever let what happened yesterday happen again."
Call Sam.
I will.
Call Sam right now.
I don't know that we'll be able to get his audio.
He told me about a couple that he met.
Sam did.
No, Andrew met, and there's this guy who's like literally his whole Instagram. He's like a negotiator, and his whole slogan is being a tactical empath. That is terrifying. All right, here we go. Right,
using emotions as a weapon.
Let's see, Oren, can we hear it?
He's probably at work.
That doesn't mean he's gonna not answer his phone.
Why didn't I get invited to lunch?
Nick, oh my god.
I'm trying to think of what I was even doing. I would have gone to lunch.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Is that me or him that chose that?
She needs a nap and she needs some applesauce. Is that me or is that him that chose that? What is that? Who is that? Remember that video of the grandma who's doing the voice to text on her iPad?
Yes.
And she's
Wait,
like,
I'm showing that to people all the time.
Oh, okay. When she's talking to
and
me,
she starts reading.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know what.
Oh
Who
no!
am
Now I need to probably add a period. Now I need to
add
probably add a period. Is it
Who
repeating
said that?
what?
Is it talking to me?
It's so funny, and I think it's like 3 full minutes.
It's so good.
And I can laugh through the whole thing.
I know. I was wheezing.
Oh my god!
Anyway,
it your turn?
Yeah. I mean, I'll wrap up this story about this tactical empath guy and his wife, who's this woman that.
Do you need to start it again so that we don't have to do the phone?
No. I can edit everything. I'm a master at editing.
But every time you're.
Yeah, we'll get the fun in.
That actually hurt because of my squats.
Sorry. Oh, whatever. I'm being bitch this episode.
Yes.
So this woman face tunes herself, but it's like
the tactical empath.
No, his wife. Do you know when when you do the really intense ones to us? Right? It's like it's crazy.
Yes, I like to take pictures of my friends and face tune them as extreme as possible.
She does that and posts it.
A lot of drag queens are doing that,
and it looks
not as a joke.
Oh, really? But that makes sense because but you can see like she took a picture with her husband, and he's like a little blurry, and he's like fully sagged.
She's doing it to him. Oh no, just herself.
And it's just her, and she's like really differently lit, and she's like,
"This is gonna perfectly go into one of my art to me's."
Okay, go.
Everybody looking like a Bratz doll.
Oh.
When Bratz dolls came out, I remember going. Nobody looks like that.
Oh, ahead of their time.
And now, everybody looks like that.
Wow, the art of being ahead of your time.
Crazy. the Disney movies the new era of Disney movies that are like Frozen, Tangled,
Yes.
Moana, you can see the impact of the Bratz doll face on them, that they have these huge heads. The rise to fame of Selena Gomez, Debbie Ryan.
Oh, Debbie Ryan is full
Bratz
on
doll.
Bratz doll. Totally.
And because now it was Bratz and then Disney and then now these other also Disney stars, filters, fillers, everyone is looking like a Bratz doll.
Can I ask you real quick
Yeah.
to do a quick like impersonation of Debbie Ryan being interviewed on a red carpet?
No, but I could do Selena Gomez.
Oh man, but you guys have seen the videos of her getting interviewed on a red carpet.
Well,
right, where
there's
she's
obviously the one where she was like, and I went to the president of Disney Channel and I said, I want to make history. And that's what this is. Everyone knows that.
And
video.
there's the one where she's like, I mean, we just grabbed a truck and like
Yes!
we went through a drive-through and we had like 2 doubles and some fries and we watched the sunset, and that's like the kind of stuff that we get into.
I really like being spontaneous and impromptu. I love those videos.
I love that vibe.
I keep getting served this Selena Gomez video where she's promoting her blush and she's saying, I'm so excited to share with you guys my new luminous blush. She sounds like she like just woke up.
Oh wow, like a little turtle.
Yeah.
Turtle.
She sounds so sleepy.
I think that the Bratz thing is like really, I think it's pretty. Why not make yourself look how you want to look?
Totally.
You know?
I'm just saying, like, I just had the memory recently of when Bratz dolls came out, me being like, this is not what a girl looks like.
Right.
And now that is what a girl looks like.
Do you think that there will be like a really like avant-garde Bratz movie in about 20 years where they're like, look what it's done to the culture?
I think that whole concept is going
Robbie.
to implode before we get to Bratz.
The whole concept of looking like a Bratz doll?
Of like those kinds of things being turned into movies. We're going to get like 2 more. The third one is going to be such a failure that we're not going to see any more after that.
Tell that to Marvel.
Hey, Marvel.
Tell that to anyone making a remake
should
right
I call
now.
Marvel right now?
I don't think we're far. I don't think it's going to happen anytime. Yeah, get him on the phone. I think Marvel is a he, him. There's no women at Marvel. Scarlett Johansson, she was barely there.
Scarlet?
Yeah. Skirball Johansson.
Me driving crazy? Scribble?
Scribble Johansson.
Wait.
Scribble? That's a really good name.
Scarlett Johansson doing the voice of a non-binary teenager.
I was going to say that's an
Scribble.
NB name for sure.
Yeah, totally.
I love the name Scribble. Wow.
Okay.
Where are we?
It's your turn.
Okay, so we're doing another art to me.
Yeah.
I have one,
Screwball.
and it's going to be vodka soda. No, vodka OJ.
Novodka OJ. We have an amazing performer up next. You have seen her all over Los Angeles. Bring it to the stage, Novodka OJ.
Oh, that's really funny. That's really funny.
There's some awesome things that happen here.
Okay,
Okay, say no more.
So mine, we're going to go down the route of this, which is cutting someone out of your life. The art of cutting
what happened to
someone
Vodka
out of
OJ?
your life. What about it? She's cut out of my life.
Oh,
What?
you originally said it as your art to me, or why did it come up?
You said like a screwball.
Got it.
Isn't that like a vodka OJ?
I thought your art to me was going to be
Screwdriver.
vodka OJ.
Screwball is like a cocaine thing, right?
No, that's a
8-ball.
Highball.
Highball is a drink.
And an highball is a drink. A screwdriver is a drink.
Screwdriver.
An 8-ball is cocaine.
Yeah. And an 8 Mile
It's wait.
is a
An
masterpiece.
8-ball is cocaine and heroin together.
What's up? You look like you're about to hit me. Nick is about to hit me. That's what's happening. Look, he's about to prick me. I'm talking about my art to me.
And it's cutting someone out of your
It's
life.
cutting someone out of your life. Yeah.
Okay. I mostly think of people who are always cutting someone out of their life.
Oh, interesting. I feel like you feel like that's a thing. Someone's always cutting. Yeah, there are people like that.
I have friends, and it's the same friends that are like, they go out every weekend, that they're every weekend have a new person that they're
Yes.
cutting out of their life.
I'm talking about, I think my what brought it up for me specifically is like kind of cutting a family member out of your life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a whole thing.
Long legs.
And because that's like a family murder kind of thing, right?
I don't know that he's in the family.
I mean, I just read the description. I just read what the first thing that came up on Google.
A man with logs for legs. Okay, sorry, you're cutting a family member out of your life.
Do you think they'll make a Lincoln Logs movie like they did?
LinkedIn Logs.
Like LinkedIn Logs. So cutting someone out of your life. But because
you're like when balancing the bit and being earnest.
Yeah, literally. Wait, literally? No, we're not doing it again. So, and I go period on that.
Yeah.
Thank you. Because sometimes you have to separate yourself and put boundaries up and cut a family member out of your life sometimes, at least until they're ready to act right. And it's hard. What?
You're phrasing it in a way that is
I'm
flippant and
I'm not
doesn't
wrong.
really betray and sort of undermines how deserved it might be in this situation.
You know what's happening.
Right. And I think you are totally justified.
Yeah.
And I think you're doing the right thing. You're doing a difficult
Should
thing.
we talk about it?
No.
No? Okay.
Actually, I think it's up to you.
Yeah, I do want to talk about it. It's my stepdad has been quiet. He's not a.
He's been quiet.
Everyone has a lot. He's been quiet while I've been doing comedy, and so for me, I go, "You're gone."
Laugh or GTFO.
Yeah. No, he's not a bad guy, right? Like I think for a long time, because I've known him since I was about 10. When you meet someone at that age and they stay in your life, it's hard for you to, when you're an adult, kind of understand the adult relationship that they had to you. So I just recently realized you as an adult did not respect me or care about me actually for my whole life. And it came about because I was talking to my mom and he was there on speakerphone. And we were talking about my brother who's having a hard time moving out of the house and just in general. And it got into politics and how nobody wants to work hard in this generation. And, I was like,
excuse me, I have a podcast.
In my shed that I rent. And it just got into politics. And, I was just like, here's what I'll say. Voting for Trump now feels different than it did when he was first running. He was
ahead of his time, and now time has caught up to him, like Charlie XCX.
Yeah, exactly. It's very, very, very different now, the implications of voting for Trump. And so I was just like, hey, guys, this is scary for me that you guys would be really drinking the Kool-Aid. Because at first we were talking about how the government itself is just pretty corrupt by corporation and greed overall.
Just like totally.
And then when it came to Trump, there were checks and balances. Everything that happened with the trial was actually like fine. And I was like, hold on. I thought we agreed that like nothing going on up there was actually like everything is not great right now overall, any politician. And I was like, look, it's really scary because what it's coming across as from the outside is white nationalism. It's coming out like a Christian nationalism is scary. It's scary for people and it's not good for this country. And they were like, oh, well, we were founded as a Christian nation, la, la, la. And I was like, okay, hold on.
No.
Hold on. I was like, let me just tell you then for me, they're coming for trans rights, just like health care for trans people, and healthcare kind of by proxy, like in general, is going to be and they're also coming for marriage equality.
And they were like, oh, we didn't think of that.
Yeah, right. I know. I wish, right? Like in the dream scenario, I wake up. But no, my stepdad goes, well, that's something that should be voted on. And I was like, wait, do you think that you should have a say in whether or not I can get married? And he was like, well, at least if it's recognized. And I was like, hold on. You think that you should have a say in whether or not my marriage is recognized? And he was like, well, you can go to a different country and get married. And I was like, oh, okay, well, my citizenship is actually here, and this is the only one that I have, so I would like rights here. And he said, good luck with that. And I said, what the did you just say to me? And he started like coming back at me, and I was just like, I have to go. I hung up. And I was like so rattled by like, because what I said, the exchange was, I would like rights. And he said, good luck with that. And I was like, there's no other way to interpret that. And then my mom was like, no, she texted me. She's like, he was about to say like, he just meant like. Just
kidding. He was about to say psych.
He was about to say psych for the past 20 years. It was all a joke.
Oh, got you.
She was like, no, he was just saying good luck because it's an uphill battle. And I was like, that's still bad. You're saying I'm not helping. Hands off.
Right.
I'm voting for Trump. Good luck with that. You're gonna have to fight. I don't. That's bad too. That's terrible.
Totally.
You're not gonna stand up for like. I was supposed to be your son. You know what I mean? Like whatever.
Do you think he would be in support of gay marriage if you were gay marrying me still, and that's why he's upset?
Oh my God! Right? Like yeah.
He's like, I wanted it to be Nick.
I wanted it to be white. Anyway. Yeah, of
Oren
course,
is saying that
Oren would like it to wrap up
they really are not liking
because
what we're
he wants to
talking
get back to the jokes.
I'm doing my best.
He just looked at me and he said, "You're allowed to laugh, sweetie." No. And I was like,
"That's your mom texted you." Jeff was about to say, "You're allowed to laugh, sweetie."
He said he was like, "Oh, get your hand out of your juicy tender McCrispy."
This has been an awesome
go
segment,
get married.
guys. We're taking a break.
Okay. So we're back from break, and so anyway, all that to wrap that up, as I had to tell my mom, I was like, look, I can't be around him anymore. I can't come home for Christmas. You know, I can't. I just can't. I was like, I care about him. I like him, but I can't be around it, and I just won't be around it. Actually, like, really, like, I won't be around you, and it's a choice that. And I think the thing for a lot of people is, your family will turn on you and make it feel like you're acting crazy, you're being dramatic.
Right.
And you have to keep reframing, like, you're making a choice. It's your choice. You have a choice. Here are your choices. You treat me respectfully, or you understand that comes with consequences, that I'm not coming around, or I won't talk to you. You know what I mean? I just, as anyone that's had any sort of oppression, like, you spend a lot of time trying to create a safe space for yourself and ways to feel good, and you can't be jeopardizing that for anyone. And that includes people that you have long relationships with that you care about.
I think you're doing a super good job at a super hard thing.
Yeah, that's my art to me.
Is you doing a good job at a hard thing.
Yeah.
Cool. Period.
So why don't we, I feel like why don't we leave the audience with that?
Well, let's leave them one more thing to sit with, which is, and we'll say it on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Turquoise choice.
Just please be
Let's do one more.
Blue. Okay.
Let's do one more because I hated it.
Yeah, it went
We're
bad.
gonna leave the audience. We're gonna leave the audience with one thing to think about, and we're gonna just on 3 tell you what that is.
Of course.
So
the thing
so
we
we're
want you
gonna
to think
say
about
1,
is
2,
2, 3.
Please,
carpool. Don't be driving in just your skirt. Wear a
jacket.
A jacket.
A top.
A
sweater.
Blouse. A tankini.
A blanket wrapped around you.
Go to the beach in a tankini for one time.
Come on. Don't be driving in just a skirt.
Come on and pull it up and just at least make it just a top.
Yeah, if you are gonna wear it, wear it up and make it a dress.
What if I said that's so girl wearing skirt as a top? Hilary Duff.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's a little thinker for you guys to be left on for this episode. I wish we'd ended it differently. It's over. Bye, guys.
But wait. I think there's a better way to end it.
Yeah, of course.
I'm enjoying this. I think that this is a fun podcast.
Yeah.
And I'm having fun talking. And it's also, I don't know if you feel this way, but we don't talk a ton like outside of work. So this is also interesting to
I'm always
kind of
saying,
catch
Jenson,
back up with you.
Can I come to you about this? And you're saying, off.
I'm saying, you got money? You gonna pay me?
I'm saying you can't come over for Christmas anymore.
All right. Hey,
Fritos in the bag.
here's what I want to say.
It just felt like the energy you had.
And on a serious note,
Okay.
you gotta go and make sure you're doing at least like
3 push-ups
2 or
a day.
3 times a year. Go get your McCrispy checked, because you don't know. You got to keep it juicy and you got to keep it tender. So just think about that.
You can take care of that at the gym.
You're
upset with what I did for the end of it? It's a girl for me.
Baby, it's art to me. I want you to talk art to me. Then it's gonna be art to